right now. I'm getting the full like Midwest experience. I feel so at home, which is crazy because you guys know me as a Houston girly, which I am. But once upon a time, I lived in the dirty 630. I lived in Naperville, Illinois. That's where my phone number is still from when I got it in 5th grade. But wow, this is literally crazy. I got like multiple, sorry, I can't stop doing that. I feel like a little kid. I got multiple warnings about my flight possibly being canceled because of the storm, the winter storm right now. But luckily I got here. I left early before the storm like hit, and we'll see if I can get back. But for now, we're here and it is 7:30 a.m. What are we gonna do? I don't know. I can't check into my hotel till 4. So I got a car so we could figure something out. Maybe do some thrifting or something until I can actually check in. So welcome to Chicago. Gonna be honest, guys, I'm kind of living for the snow. This fur coat and these leather gloves and my wool socks that I wore skiing are really doing it for me. I don't feel anything at all, and the headband is just slightly covering my ears. I feel good, and the snow is pretty, the architecture is pretty. I don't know, I feel like I need to come back home, you know what I mean? Like, maybe I come back to Chicago before I move back to Texas permanently. So I do think I want to, like, retire in Texas, but, like, look at this. Like, stunning. Okay, beautiful. Look at that. I'm loving this. I'm not gonna hold you. After breakfast that was so heavy, good but heavy. I don't know why I chose boy dinner for breakfast. Steak, potatoes, and egg. So heavy. I don't normally eat breakfast that heavy. Anyway, between that and my little walk around campus, which was stunning, beautiful, gorgeous, I was exhausted, and I did have to go ahead and take a little nap in my car, which little nap was like an hour and a half. Yeah, it's like now 2:15. So we are finally at a thrift store. I have been to this one before and it did produce very good results. So this is the only one I trust because I've been to some other ones the last time I was here and they all sucked because they were like hella overpriced or they were huge and overwhelming. So we chose this one. Fingers crossed. It has the same reputation from the last time. We are out of Salvation Army. I'll put the location on the screen. Let's get into it. I've been on the hunt for a jacket just like this. Unfortunately, it is a size too small for me, but it is gorgeous. And it's Lauren by Ralph Lauren. Like, we love that so much. Oh my gosh, the hidden buttons. Come on. Y'all, I fear if I don't find a cart soon so I can take this fur coat off, I will have a heat stroke and they will have an emergency on their hands, okay? And it's like too heavy to carry, especially with my bag too. Like, I'm not well. But it looks so good, you know what I mean? Like, this is the price of beauty. It feels good outside, but in here, like, it is too toasty. Like, I can literally feel my insides heating up, kind of like when you eat like a hot soup and you can feel yourself warming up from the inside out. Like, that's how I feel, and I don't like it right now. This is another really, really good coat. Oh my goodness. This orange, the silhouette, 100% wool. I mean, come on, I hate the price, but it is stunning. She's a little cutie too. She's faux fur, but she's reversible, so the inside is like nylon. So you basically have 2 jackets in one. And if it starts raining, you don't want to get your faux fur wet. You know what I mean? You don't want to smell like a wet dog. You can't just flip it inside out and you're Gucci. Look at this. We have another like reversible faux fur moment, but this time it's leather on the other side. That's better than the nylon. Wow. I really like that. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to our very first yes of the day. Not even a question. It's dark wash. It's got a slight little crop to it. I mean, the silhouette, the pockets, you guys know. You know who I am. You know I love this. So this is definitely coming home with me. The prices for a lot of this stuff may be higher than at home, but at least they are fully stocked. My thrift stores right now could never. Finally, the lone wolf, thank goodness. Oh, I need this. Unfortunately, I already know these will not fit my calves. They're way too tall. Okay, I have juicy calves, but they are gorgeous. They're black suede. They're by Donald Pliner. You guys know I love this like little over the heel detail, whatever you guys call that. With the buckles, like, that's really good. They're borderline, like, not even used. Ugh. Donald Pliner is such a good brand, too. I hate to leave those. If I was at home, I would have gotten them to, like, sell to you guys, but my suitcase is already heavy. I love this buckle. I want to cry. Okay, so I just looked at the colors of the day, and green is one of the colors of the day. It would have been 25% off, which that jacket was. I went to go back to get the Ralph Lauren jacket, and it's not there anymore. Someone sniped that. I should have hid it. I should have put it in my cart. It feels so stupid. I broke my own rule. This is a horrible angle, but just know they're both perfect, and I need them both. So I'm getting them both. Unfortunately, this has holes in it, but it would have been a good one. Cashmere, it's so soft, and the camera's not doing it justice with the color, but trust me, oh, that's better. It's a beautiful chocolate color. I can check into my hotel room at 4, so I'm gonna leave here pretty soon. I don't feel like it's necessary to go through sweaters. We're about to move into spring, and sweaters are going to become obsolete, and I haven't even finished this rebrand to even get what I have posted, and I have plenty of like jackets and sweaters and stuff like loaded, ready to go. So we're gonna skip that. I'll show you what the shoes and accessories look like. It's very lackluster, very not giving. I don't think I'm gonna go through the men's stuff. Again, not really necessary. I only have so much room in my suitcase, and I'm pretty happy with the things that I picked up. I think I'm gonna look through these like women's long sleeves real quick, just see if I find any cute, sexy little like long sleeve button ups. I've been really into those lately. I know I haven't really like done an outfit of the day or anything showing those, but they're like an easy just throw on thing, especially when I wear like my slouchier slacks or just like a good pair of dark wash jeans. Like, can never go wrong. You can still look grown, put on a cute little necklace, and like you're set, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna look through those, see if there's anything intriguing me, and then we're probably gonna check out and get out of here because I have to pee, and I'm so ready to check into this hotel and return this car. This is really deceiving, okay? It looks like there's a lot, which there is, but the quality is trash, so there's really nothing. It is her. I'm getting it. Thank you. The universe loves me. I already knew that, but sometimes I forget to trust that. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Is it my size? No, but maybe she can fit. You never know. You never know. And she's discounted, and she's gorgeous, and I would have regretted leaving her. Yes! Can I justify $15 for this? It's so up my alley. Oh my goodness. I wonder if it's like designer or something. It's in their like high ticket item area. Hold on, where's the tag? I've literally never heard of this brand, but I kind of love this. Ugh, my goodness, another thing I don't need, but it is so soft. $43 though, which for genuine fur, it's like not bad. Like that's a really good price. All I have is a duffel inside my suitcase that I can break out, and this would take up like almost all of it. I feel like I can justify this more than that, right? I don't know. You know what? Chicago can have it. Y'all have some of the worst drivers I have ever seen in my entire life. Okay, and that's saying something. I'm from Houston. It is Mad Max in our streets. Okay, I'm used to fast pace. I'm used to people not using turn signals. I'm used to them going, 6 lanes over with no warning. Okay, I'm used to all that. But this right here is scary. At least on the highway, yes, we're going fast, but like there's room to kind of get out the way. Y'all are driving crazy on these little side streets and through downtown. The amount of people I've seen just straight up run red lights when other people are clearly coming straight for, they don't give a hell. They don't care. They're going if they want to go. The amount of people that have just flown it down the shoulder and then cut off into what is going on? I literally saw someone hop a curb today. Someone did not stop for a bus when the bus stopped. What are we doing? Are y'all okay out here? Nothing is that serious. Yet we get on the highway and no one wants to move. This is the playground. Okay, we got room out here. Not downtown on a one-way. You're going down the wrong direction. What is happening? I've literally almost had 3 wrecks today. I'm so glad I have insurance because, oh my god. I am ready to turn this thing in. I just hit my last straw. I kid you not. This woman was battling me. Like, the roads are narrow.
2 miles, take the exit onto Franklin Street.
The roads are narrow, okay? And it's technically, 2 lanes, but they allow people to park on both sides of the street. So it's like the 2 lanes aren't really 2 lanes. It's like a lane and a half, okay? And I'm in a small car. She was in an SUV, and she was really applying that pressure. And I was like, oh my god. And part of me, the Houstonian in me, is like, mama ain't raised no beep, you know what I mean? So I'm like, but then again, I'm not in my own car. So I'm like, I need to chill. This is a rental, and I need to turn it in like the next 45 minutes. So I need to chill. But, ooh, I'm ready to fight. Let me tell you. We also have to figure out what the hell we're going to eat for dinner. It's Valentine's Day. I want to go somewhere nice. We always do like a nice little dinner together. And I'm pretty sure a lot of places are going to be booked and busy. I might have to sit at a bar, which I hate. I want the full experience, but we're gonna once we check into the hotel and return this car, we're gonna scope some places out. I do have some in mind, but whether they're gonna be booked or not, who knows? I think that's all I have update wise. I just had to get that off my chest about these drivers, man. Goodness. Ugh.
17th floor going down.
Today has been the longest day ever, let me tell you, and it's not over. It's only 6:30, and I feel like I need to go out and do something because I'm only here for 2 nights. But at the same time, I don't know if I have it in me, especially because all the couples are gonna be out smooching and stuff and like taking up all the tables. And of course, I haven't made a reservation. I haven't done anything. I was winging this entire trip. I just saw the tickets were cheap and I said, okay, I guess we're going to Chicago. And that was that. And now I'm here. And I figured out when I got here, but the things that I've been figuring out are booked. There was a cooking class I wanted to do, booked. Baking class I wanted to do, booked. There was like a fork and film, which is basically like when you watch a movie and they bring out the food that corresponds with the movie as it's happening in the movie. Does that make sense? So like we're watching Princess and the Frog and she's making beignets. They're bringing beignets out to eat with you, or for you to eat as they're on the screen. Very cool thing, right? Interaction, experience, whatever you want to call it. But tonight and tomorrow, the only option is Beauty and the Beast, which I don't even remember them eating food, quite frankly, in that film. So, you know, I also wanted to do this like spa thing, booked and busy. Obviously, couples are trying to, you know, get massages together and whatever. What else did I want to do? I don't remember, but I'm at the hotel right now. I'm gonna take a shower. I'm gonna see if there's any places that were on my list of places I like want to eat. See if they have any availability for a little solo girl like me. If not, we might do room service, which, speaking of, let's talk about this hotel. First of all, amazing. I haven't really shown you guys the rest of the hotel because I just didn't have it in me yet, okay? I'm like trying to rally because I only have a few days here. Like I can't be sleeping, you know what I mean? I already took a nap on day 1. Like, what are we talking about? But talking about the hotel. Okay, so normally you guys see me in like the same, like kind of similar hotel, like an A-loft. You guys know that's like my favorite. But honestly, I love staying in like the tribute hotels. It's usually when they have like an older building that they turned into a hotel, if that makes sense. Like, if you work for Marriott, correct me, but that's essentially the vibe of what this is, you know what I mean? And they're always like these little kind of like boutique hotels, I would call them. Each one is very, very different, and I love that. This one was actually cheaper and a better location than like my normal A-loft that I normally stay in. So I was like, okay, book it, girl, book it. And I just picked like the cheapest room, and it was like a double bed queen. I have no problem with that, okay? I'm just a girl, and I'm one girl. I can sleep in one bed, put all my crap on the other bed. That's fine. I get here, right? She's like, oh my gosh, let's check you in. I was like, okay, girl, here's my information. She's like, oh, you're a gold member with us. Thank you so much. I was like, yeah, you're welcome. I really enjoy Marriott. And she's like, well, let's see what upgrades we can do for you today. I was like, yeah, let's see. Okay, and so she goes into her computer and she's like, I can upgrade your room to a king. It's gonna be kind of like a suite, a lot bigger, give you a little bit of a better view of the city. And I was like, okay, upgrade me. Yeah, I want that, right? She's like, okay, so that's gonna put you on the 17th floor. Oh, okay, period. Yeah, give me a view. And then she's like, do you need late checkout? And it's like, that would be nice. My flight's not until 5 o'clock on Sunday, so a later checkout would be nice. I'm thinking she's gonna tell me noon. She's like, what about 2:30? Okay, yeah, that works beautifully for me. Thank you so much. Okay, yes. Snaps, member discounts, right? Or perks, whatever. And then she's like, the bar tonight is open till 10:45 for you. And I was like, for me? What does that mean? Like, y'all checking memberships at the door? Like, what's going on? And then she also said, we also have room service available for you. And it's like, oh, that's nice. Yeah, thank you. And she hands me this like special little black card with like a QR code. So I'm like, oh, so like, does not everyone get room service? Is that like just for me? I didn't ask her that because, you know what I mean, she's giving me all these upgrades for the free. So I'm just gonna take them and keep my mouth shut. And then I came up here, and it's a beautiful room. It has a bathtub, a robe. Like, I cannot wait to shower just to put on that robe. Oh, I'm gonna take some pictures in the morning, looking out at the window of the city in my robe, take a couple of flicks, you know what I mean? I'm excited. I don't think we get to keep it then. Comfort doesn't need to end at checkout. What? Oh, I thought it was saying you can have it. They said ask about purchasing it. I don't want to purchase that, but I will thoroughly enjoy it tomorrow. Tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday. But anyway, yeah, lots of upgrades. It's worth sticking with one hotel chain. The upgrades are nice. Anywho, enough yapping. Goodness, I do this every time. But I know y'all love it. So I'm gonna shower and then we're gonna come up with a game plan. I'm gonna do my thinking in there and I'm gonna come out clear-headed and we're gonna figure this out together.
I've done the digging, I've done the calling, and everywhere was either at capacity or they couldn't guarantee bar space, because I was even like, oh, like I don't mind sitting at the bar, has it been pretty busy? And they were like, well, it's been touch and go, I can't guarantee space, and I like don't want to pay for an Uber just to sit there for an hour and a half waiting for someone to get up from the bar. So I decided tonight we were just gonna actually Uber Eats food here, because I wasn't crazy about my like room service options, and it also said that like for room service there would be a $7 like gratuity thing, and then a $22 or 22% service fee, and then there would also be an 11% state tax on it. And I was like, at that point I might as well order on Uber or something I actually want. So my food should be here in like an hour, and until then I figured why not go downstairs and get a drinky drink, you know what I mean, and just relax for the night. Got my TV, it's nice and big. Wow. Also, words to live by, okay? Anyhow, so I think in a second here, once the status on my food says like prepping order or like driver on their way to pick it up, I'm gonna go downstairs, because I'm gonna have to go downstairs anyway to get my food, so I figured I might as well get a drink while I wait, but I don't want to just be down there all night. It's not one of those nights. I'm feeling very laid back, kind of like whatever. So anywho, that's game plan. So let's put on like a sweatshirt and go downstairs. I had a 50% off coupon on Uber Eats, and I went ham. So we have pasta, calamari, spinach dip, bread, fries. Will not be eating all this tonight. But I literally only let myself do Uber Eats on vacation, so like money doesn't even count here. You know what I mean? Good morning, friends. We are alive. How? I don't know. Because I literally had one drink last night and I feel like I got hit by a truck. Homie did not make my drink last night correctly. I don't know what he put in it. Not like I feel like he drugged me, but it was just off. It was wrong completely. I asked for a Moscow Mule. Why did it come in a tall glass? I don't know. He like didn't make it right. A Moscow Mule is literally like ginger beer, vodka, lime juice, and there is sometimes one other thing, but like the basis of it are those three instruments, those three ingredients, and it's supposed to be in a copper mug. Why did I get a tall glass of juice yesterday? And there was no carbonation. I took one sip of it and I was like, this is not right. It was so spicy, and not like jalapeno spicy, like he made a spicy marg type thing. Just, it felt like he put sugar, spice, and everything nice in there. Like a whole clove of ginger, he just like put in a blender and then shoved it in the drink. And then I could taste the lime juice. Couldn't taste the vodka, and there was no carbonation. So like, he made that thing all kinds of wrong. And next time I will just ask for their menu and what they normally make, because I don't think he knows what a Moscow Mule is. He messed it up big time, and I'm paying for it this morning. But the food was so good. It would have definitely tasted better like at the restaurant. But when it got to me, it was still warm. So it was really good. The only thing I would say I did not like was the fact that they left the shell of the tail of the shrimp on the food. You guys know what I'm saying? And I hate that because I don't like to have to dig my hand in the pasta or whatever I'm eating to peel off the tail of the shrimp so I can eat it. You know what I mean? I wish they would take those off, but they always leave it on. So I don't know if it's like an artistic choice or what's going on, but like so many restaurants do that and I hate that. Like, please just take it off for me. I don't want that. But other than that, like, so good. Would recommend. Yeah, it's like 7 in the morning right now. I think we're gonna rest for a little bit and then we're gonna go to the Ralph Lauren Cafe. We might do a museum or something. I've been to so many and there are a lot here, but I don't know. I haven't done the contemporary art one. So maybe we'll do that, some window shopping, because if it's not secondhand, I'm not buying. And then I have a massage at 4, which I'm really excited about. After that, I don't know. Okay, we're gonna have to kind of wing this thing because everything I wanted to do is booked and busy for the holidays. So, couples, am I right? So yeah, I will catch up with you guys in a little bit, but that is the morning update you guys are following. Very good. Should we just wait till you guys? Yep, there we go. Beautiful. Okay, I'll talk to you guys in a bit. I'm literally such an idiot. I threw my cup in here because I was like, oh, I want to take some more pictures later when there's not so many people, like with my tripod and everything. So I don't want to throw it away. Well, look at me now. I didn't realize there was still stuff in it and I got it on my beanie. Ah! At least this side is like still clean, but oh my God, I'm so mad. Stupid. Anyway, moving on. We are outside the Museum of Contemporary Art. I've never been to this one, so I'm kind of excited. Literally anything can be art because this looks like the aftermath of someone who just went in a rage room, and yet it's here. Okay, I take that back. That was a whole experiment. Random people were like, I don't know, controlling when the paintballs went off, and he was living in there for 30 days. And people, I don't know, I guess through online or something. I was trying to watch the vlog, but they were the ones allowing it to shoot, and he was just ducking and covering and trying to survive while random people were triggering this paintball to go off. That is art. Yeah, that's crazy. I just got a little emo in that last exhibit. I'm not gonna hold you. Tears were shed. Can you tell? Ooh, that was heavy. We've seen it all, so we're actually about to head to the Starbucks Reserve, and we're gonna get an espresso martini. I need something to lighten up the mood.
Good. I hope so.
It's snowing! This is so exciting! Oh, I love it here! My goodness!
I looked so cute today, but at what cost? Oh my goodness. My poor boots, my poor jeans, my poor beanie. I'm so glad that this massage is literally right across the street because it's 3:40 and my massage is at 4 and they want us there 15 minutes early. So I just took off my jeans and stuff and I just put on some yoga pants, gonna throw over the fur, throw on the docks, and we're gonna head across the street. I'm feeling good. I definitely should have had more to eat than an apple pie this morning. I'm definitely feeling those three espresso martinis, and I'm also feeling all the caffeine from the latte I had this morning, and then all those espresso martinis. I do not recommend. I'm way up somehow and also feeling like this. But I'm about to go relax. I'm sure I'll fall asleep the moment they put those hot stones on me and they're like, it's over, it's lights out. But let me stop talking. We've got to get across the street. I heard they give you champagne when you walk in, and that's what mama likes to hear. So let's go. That was so good. Oh, I feel so good. Wow, I needed that. Update on the beanie. You can still obviously see where the coffee got on it, but it looks better. I wanted to get the surface stains out so that when I do wash it when I get home, all of it will come out, but it's very, very light. Thank goodness. I was nervous. I like just bought this thing. And then for the pants, I don't know. I hope whatever that salt stuff is comes out. Ugh. Filming in the bathroom with like a little vanity situation, it makes me feel like I'm doing one of those like Vogue get ready with me's, like get to know me videos. Anyway, I have come up with a game plan. I have been laying down watching cartoons for like the last almost hour, just trying to like let the massage do its thing. Honestly, I just felt so drained after being in the massage and like the sauna. Like, your girl just needed to chill for a second, and it's finally wearing off and I'm like ready to kind of get back into the groove of things. Like, my body has like bounced back. I'm feeling really good and refreshed. We're finally at that point. Okay, dinner. Here's the thing. Of course, I did not look for reservations earlier. I waited until the last minute. I'm a very spontaneous girl. So I did find this place called Swift and Sons. It's a steakhouse, highly rated steakhouse. A lot of good things heard on TikTok and Instagram. So that's good because that's my source of reviews these days. I can't do the Yelp and stuff anymore. Anyway, very good reviews, but here's the kicker. They didn't have a dinner reservation until 10 p.m. Yeah, it's 7 o'clock right now, so dinner is in 3 hours. So I figured let's find a bar to go to, kind of pregame dinner, maybe get a snack over there. And I did find one. It's called Guilt Bar, and it's technically like a bar restaurant, and then it has a speakeasy in the basement with like a vintage photo booth. The vibes in there look pristine, top tier, right up my alley. So I think I'm gonna finish watching my cartoons, and then I'm gonna get over to the bar around 8:15, 8:30, I think. Stay there for an hour, hour and a half, soak it all in, and then we'll go to dinner, and then we'll come back and go to sleep.
that is the game plan. I think I already have my outfit picked out, honestly, for the most part. I'm thinking like halter top, these like fitted black pants, little heels, and then my fur coat, because I mean, do I need to explain anything? No. But one thing I have realized here is like the heat works overtime in these buildings. Okay, every time I step in, like I feel hot. So I usually take off. Earlier I didn't because this is kind of like whatever. Sure, I just work today. Something I need. This is literally a sweatshirt. I first said, and the person before me put their own thumbs in, which is not very chic. Okay, so they're doing like it's a material, it's a but like still it's getting cheap. And like they literally just took some scissors and cut it. So this was not very cute. So I had to wear that wool cape the entire day. Beauty was paid because your was hot. I was gonna pass out. But anyway, we're finishing cartoons. And then we're gonna get dressed. Okay, my ADHD just like had a moment. I was like, why did we start talking about how like atrocious this top was? Anyway, I'll see you when I'm dressed.
I didn't even make it home before I took the hair out. Why did I even bring home leftovers? I leave tomorrow. I'm not eating this before I leave. Ugh. Me in this bath right now. Twins. You guys, I can clearly tell I'm reaching 30 because why is it not even midnight? And I'm like ready to go to sleep. I'm like, yep, my night's over. The guy at the, should I go back out? Should I go? The guy at that little like basement club, which was really cool. Okay, quick story time. So I was supposed to go to Guilt Bar, like I said previously before we got dressed. But then I got to Guilt and they were like, oh, like the speakeasy is sit down only, like reservation type thing, and it's booked. And I was like, oh, okay, well, never mind. And so then I obviously just went to Maps and I was like, there's got to be another bar close to here. And there was, like, not even half a mile. I walked like 5 minutes, found this place called Basement, which if you end up going, I do recommend, but it's gonna pull you up to some like Hampton social club. It's like around the corner from that. And you'll see like a small little guitar lit up and it's got like the basement in it. I should have taken a video, but honestly, I forgot. Anyway, it turned out to be better because they had like live music. It was like a lounge, very relaxed, sit down kind of vibe. I love a good like jazz club situation, and that's kind of the vibe that it was. So honestly, it worked out for the better. I do wish I could have gotten in like the little vintage photo booth thing. I'd already had my poses planned out, but it's fine. The live music was bomb, and the couple that, cause like the way it works is like there were a bunch of sections, and it was basically a free for all. You could sit wherever in said sections until the people with reservations came through. And I was there like early enough that the people with reservations like hadn't gotten there yet. So I was sitting at this like section, I guess, with like an older couple and then this black couple like across the street, but like it was basically a youth situation. And I was sitting here, the older couple was here and the black couple was over here. And I was like waiting around for their server to come and like take my order, right? Because they said servers were like coming to the tables. Well, she came and she like took the order from the older couple, and the guy was like, or the man, he's a man, okay? He was like, do you want anything? And I was like, oh, like sure, whenever you guys are done ordering, like I'll go ahead and order. I thought he was just trying to help me get her attention. No, he covered both my drinks. I said, okay then. I didn't even realize until I asked like the server, I was like, hey, I'm gonna get one more drink and then I wanna like close out. And she was like, okay. And when she brought my drink back over, she was like, I just wanna let you know that they covered both your drinks, so don't even worry about it. But here's this one. I was like, oh, thank you. Like, this is what I get for being hot, you know what I mean? And going solo. Like, there's perks of being like pretty privileged, okay, kicked in. And I got my drinks covered. They had just started the live music when I was kind of leaving, so I only got to listen to it for like 15 minutes. But it was pretty good. I'm not gonna hold you. It's a vibe in there. It's very dark, but definitely a vibe. He said they're open till 3. It's not even midnight. Like, should I just like relax for a second and then go back out? Like, is that the vibe? You know, I'm already in the bathtub and I really just want to put on the robe, but like, it's my last night in Chicago. And the guy on the way out, he was like, you're leaving already? And I was like, well, yeah, I have dinner reservations at 10:15, like, which really was at 10, but I was leaving at 10. But the place was only 5 minutes away, so I wasn't really bugging. Anyway, he's like, well, you should come back. Like, we're open till 3. And I was like, okay, I might. And now, like, after dinner, I was so full. Like, it got to the point where I felt like it was in an eating contest, and I was, like, fighting for my life to put this food down. But it's like I paid so much for it. Okay, I didn't even pay that much. Okay, I got a drink, French onion soup, steak and frites, and a Diet Coke, and I paid $90, and then I tipped on top of that. Honestly, it's not that much. I mean, for a steakhouse that's like highly rated, it was not that much. But still, I like paid for it. It was like, you should probably eat it, you know what I mean? And I was fighting for my life to get that food down. So then I felt really full, and I had like 2 drinks at the bar. I had 1 drink at the restaurant, which I hated. It sucked. Do not recommend. But they wouldn't let me substitute the alcohol in a different beverage because there was a different drink that had gin in it that sounded really good. But I don't like gin. So I was like, oh, can we substitute that for vodka? And he was like, no substitutes. And I was like, okay, well, give me the vodka drink. And it sucked. Hated it. Sorry, my arm's hurting. This is an awful angle. Anyhow, this is my nose ring. It's not a booger, I promise. It's just like a hook. Anyway, I don't know, maybe we go back out like one time for the one time. Maybe we relax till 1, and then we rally, go back out till 3. I don't know, but the dinner was good, okay? Let me just say that. The dinner was good. I just hate that I like felt stuffed very early on. Okay, I'm gonna enjoy this bath, but I just want to give you an update on the 411, what the vibes were, how I was doing. I'll let you know what I decide.
It's 1 o'clock, and let me just say, I will not be going back out. I will see you guys in the morning. I think I want to try this place that apparently has really good bagels. What else are we gonna do? I don't know. But first thing, bagels. Good night, loves. It's been a lovely, slow morning. But now it's time to get up and do some things because it's 10 o'clock and I have a yoga class in 30 minutes. And you might be like, girl, why? Why? And to that I say, why not? Okay. Here's how we got here, first of all, because you guys know I don't plan anything, but I originally wanted to go to this place called Chili's Bagels, right? Because I've heard lots of talk about it, and it's like a mile away, which is not far, but it's also 6 degrees outside. So it's like, do I want to walk a mile in 6-degree weather while it's also snowing? Not really, you know what I mean? Not particularly. But I can't justify paying $10 for an Uber to go a mile when I could easily walk it. So I was like, let me see what else is in the area for me to do while I'm out there. Kind of like yesterday, I went to the Polo Cafe, and then the museum was closed, Starbucks was closed. So I did like a lot of walking while I was already in the area, but I didn't just like go out there and then come straight back. Like, that just feels like a waste of money. And I want to get my money's worth. So I was looking up other things to do in the area, found this yoga studio. I used to love doing yoga. I haven't done yoga in like years though, like consistently. So I was like, you know what?
I wonder if they have classes today. That could be good. Get my body moving, you know what I mean? And I saw a yoga class, and guess what? It's run by a Black woman. I'm going to have a Black yoga instructor, which I freaking love because there's not enough of us out there doing the things. So I'm very excited to support her and move my body and, you know what I mean, just be zen. And then after that, we're gonna go get bagels. So it's gonna be like a 2-for-1. And I feel like that's justified. So originally I was gonna get bagels first, but then I kept watching my movie, and the next thing I knew, it's 10 o'clock and I have my class in 30 minutes. So now we will be doing the class, then getting the bagels. And then I don't know what we're gonna do after that. So let's get dressed. The yoga class was amazing. I definitely should have done my research before, not for the class, but the bagel place I want to go to closes at noon. It's literally 11:45 right now. I am hustling. So much for feeling good and relaxed. Now I'm like sprinting to get a bagel. Oh my god. There it is. It's 11:50. They're not even letting people in there anymore. They're not even letting people in. I really messed that up. I should have gone before, which was my original plan. But then I got so caught up in my movie. That just means we have to come back. There's so many things I didn't get to do this trip. So that's a good thing. Reason to come back. We're gonna go to this other brunch spot. I've had it before and it was really good last time. So I'm gonna take you there. I'm so sleepy.
Why don't you put it on here? Look.
Alrighty, well, I guess that's the end of the vlog. I could have sworn I recorded a proper outro, but I cannot find it in my video, so maybe I'm delusional. I don't know. But I hope you enjoy the video. I will leave a link to my itinerary down below. I think that'll be fun after all my little solo adventures to like leave a link with everything that I did with addresses and stuff so that you guys can refer back to it quickly without having to like rewatch the whole video. I have a Denver vlog coming up. I have a cruise in April. I have a beach trip in May. Going to rodeo in Nashville in May. Lots of things down the pipeline for these little like solo adventures and trips. And then obviously some more thrifting is in the works as well. So definitely like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you guys next week. Duh. Until then, I hope you live a happy, beautiful, wonderful life. And I will see you next time. Bye.